Yeah, so I got 100% in math. Yeah, KTP.
You cleared everything.
But I did. But funny thing is, when
Yeah.
I was getting into farmhouse in class 5, I was the worst at math.
Oh my God, okay.
Yeah, because even now I look at my clothes and I'm like, I'm proud.
Yeah?
That's good. Because
That's
other people
good.
are like, how do you do that? I have a friend who's like, how? Boarding school. Marion.
Hi, welcome to Marion School's YouTube channel. I'm your host, Samin Bogwa, and today we have a lovely guest. Her name is Makena Kimani, but before I allow her to introduce herself, I'd urge you guys to like and subscribe to Marion School's YouTube channel to see the impact Marion School is having out there. And with no further ado, drum rolls a bit. Give it up to Makena Kimani.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having me. My name is Makena Kimani.
Yeah.
I am the founder of the Kenakona Dance Center.
Yeah.
I am a dancer, I am a dance instructor, I am a dance choreographer.
Yeah.
All things dance. Yeah.
All things dance. So your heart revolves around dance, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you start dancing in Marion?
I would say Marion at church also.
Yeah.
So, but I remember we had a lot of opportunities as students to perform and to dance. Like, you know, when there's a prize giving day, Thanksgiving day, graduation. Yeah, so I think I definitely began to love dance from Marion and from church at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So here I used to be the guy for talent show, it was...
I was a bit shy. So I was one of those people who used to perform like with dances and things, but I wouldn't be like the main one. But if there's an opportunity, I would go and be a part of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these presentations for school, the one you go in front of parents, the harvest day,
yeah.
used to be in them so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's one thing in common that we have with you, yeah? Is that we were both, I was the head boy in farmhouse, and I know you say you aren't the head girl, but you are more like a patron leader head girl also, yeah?
Yeah.
So how do you think that, how is it for you by the
It was nice because I enjoyed it. I was, like you're saying, I was the troop leader, so that was fun for me because I really liked scouting.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. So it was nice to be able to kind of help other people have the fun, or to see what was fun for me about scouting. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So it was nice. It was good for leadership. Yeah.
Okay. So there was no pressure for you when you were...
There was pressure, for example, when we went for scouting competitions.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think the pressure was just similar to the ones of your patrol leader or your prefect. So yeah, it's just that now you're the leader of all the patrol leaders. But other than that, not as much pressure. Scouting competitions, so that was pressure.
That was pressure.
Yeah, that was pressure. Because it's pretty much up to you to lead your patrol to get to first place or what. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you guys used to go for the camps in Dumberi.
Yeah.
I'm sure you enjoyed that one. If you enjoyed drills, I'm sure you enjoyed that one a lot.
Yeah, that was fun.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Are there some things you picked up as being the leader, being a leader in as a troop leader?
Leadership skills.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing I would say. Also, it was years ago, so that's what I'm remembering. Leadership skills. That scouting can be fun. That camping can be fun.
Yeah.
But even then, it's just fun, you know, for a short while, and then after that, it's too much. I think also knowing the skills we were taught, like how to make a whole dining table out of bamboo and like rope.
Yeah.
How to raise a tent, how to make jiko, things like that. That was cool to know. I feel like if I ever stranded somewhere in the forest,
It's like in a forest.
I feel like I'll be able to
survive.
to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I think was pretty cool, to be able to even say that I can build a dining table with rope and sticks and bamboo. Yeah.
So you spoke about leadership skills, yeah?
Yeah.
So for me, genuinely, I think I got to understand, like, listening to people, because we used to have debate club. I used to be the head boy. We used to write down the things that people say, and then you present them to their teacher. So what would you say what was it for you that you picked up in leadership, specifically leadership?
Apart from what you've said.
Yeah, you can.
I feel like I would say leadership in general.
Yeah.
Learning how to be how to control a crowd.
Yeah.
Or manage, rather. Control sounds negative. Manage a crowd. Because, you know, it's those ones of when if you're supposed to be marching to what, if there's like, you know how they used to have like the guard of honor during like harvest day or something like that. So making sure that, because you're the one taking the guard of honor like around, so you have to hopefully make sure that you've trained your people enough, quote unquote trained, to be like they're all like they're good. You can come and check them, although I know they're not checking for real, but just the whole activity of making sure that we're good. You know, if someone is marching on the wrong side, you're like, okay, that's not what you're supposed to do, to make sure all of you are cohesive and together and unified. So I think that's unity, I guess, in leadership, knowing that it's not just about you. Like being a team player. So it's, if I don't win, we don't all win. If you don't win, I'm also not winning. So unity,
That taught you unity. That's a huge one. And you guys didn't have people who used to match like robots.
Ah, no, we did. We did.
Why you have to tell them, and then still they go back to the same.
And it doesn't click.
And doesn't click to them that they're doing the wrong thing. Okay. So from that, still on leadership a bit, So you know, there are some things that, of course, your childhood really defines a lot when you grow up, So are there things that you'd say you picked up, like you can say a habit or some things you've picked up that you'd say, okay, this is from Marion, like I got this when I was in Marion?
I would say discipline in terms of, because I went to boarding school, I went to farmhouse, because I did both prep and then farmhouse. And I feel like farmhouse probably instilled the discipline the most for me, because I remember even just learning how to fold my clothes. That's something until today I'm kind of proud of, because I'm like, look at how I can fold these clothes so perfectly, and they're all lining up like both like sides. And, even your bed, because I remember the first time being told that if you don't make your bed nicely, they're gonna come and take it, like undo it. Then you have to do it again. There used to be no lines, no nothing, even your clothes. So I feel like the discipline of organization, cleanliness, that's something I can say I've carried with me until now. Because even now I look at my clothes and I'm like, I'm proud. That's good. Because other people are like, how do you do that? I have a friend who's like, how? Boarding school. Marion,
Farmhouse.
Marion farmhouse.
Because I remember also as I used to catch us off guard, because now me, the one for removing my bed, that didn't used to scare me. What used to scare me is that on Mondays, we used to do an interchange of dorms. So now the girl leaders come to the dorms and then do
and check inspection.
Oh my god. So there's no way you're there when I'm trying to do cool and then so that used to get me that one. So now I used to know, hey, but now my pigeon will last to be sour, because the other gender is coming to see it, man, and that was a bit tricky at the time. So that's what used to. So Marion is mostly based on 4 domains, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and physical.
Okay.
So how would you say Marion has played a part in that part in your life, in those parts in your life? So you can start with spiritual.
We had church every week, and devotions every morning. So I guess that also kind of instilled religion and the discipline of it. Where it's every morning we have devotions, every Sunday we have church. I remember I did catechism. That was interesting. Even though I thought it was just for Catholic. I don't know. I'm not sure how that played out or what the reason was, but I remember being excited for that though. That was
catechism. They used to be like on a Tuesday afternoon, so you used to miss a class. I guess I would say that there was a consistency. It kind of taught consistency spiritually. So you were able to build that consistency, in going to church.
Not really. I think going to church was there anyway. I think the every morning devotion was also kind of I guess helped. And
that's something you're able to do in your life even today.
But of course it's one of those things where you start and stop. I feel like spiritually for schools, and maybe even for this, it didn't at that time. I didn't really see the use of it, or it didn't hit me. I think in hindsight now is when I'm seeing that, oh, okay, yeah, we kind of used to do that every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you're going through it at that time, it's just this boring thing before breakfast.
Before breakfast.
But then years later, you look back and you're like, oh, I guess they were actually teaching you how to be able to wake up and, you know, have devotion and things like that. Yeah.
That's a good thing. And physical.
Physical, apart from dancing, things like that, sports days.
Sports day, yeah.
When we were swimming, I think I learned how to swim in Marion. Swimming lessons, I hear other schools don't have swimming lessons, which to me like comes as a surprise.
Even me, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
When you hear someone tell you they never had swimming.
Yeah, so I'm really grateful for that, because then, you know, you do swimming competitions and things like that. Also this is where I started karate.
Okay.
And that was like a really good experience for me. I remember I got my passport for the very first time because of karate, because we were supposed to go and compete in South Africa. I just remember that. Yeah, so I definitely, that was a highlight. We had a teacher called Mr. Mugambi.
Yeah.
And he used to teach me and my brother and other friends of ours, and so I guess we just kept going with it until a certain point where things, I guess life, I don't know.
Yeah, life changes.
But yeah, so
different things.
Physically, I would say that sports days were fun because we got to play and we got to like compete with other schools. Well, Marion Farmhouse and Marion Prep, and then within Farmhouse like Samaki and Deke, that was also really cool. And then karate, yeah.
And I'm sure karate taught you a lot of also disciplines.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You have to be aware before you get kicked in the face.
Yeah.
All right. So emotional.
I remember we used to have guidance and counseling, I think Friday afternoons. I'm not sure if it was Friday or Thursday afternoons. I remember we used to sit around the harvest ground, like girls and then like boys separately, whatever. So that again, one of those things, I think, like the spiritual part where you kind of see years later that you're like, oh, okay. But at that time, it's just a fun thing to come out of class. And you're like, okay, let's talk about boys and let's talk about whatever.
Talk about our adolescents.
Exactly. But in a cool way. Yeah. But I think, I feel like it's one of those things where as a child or at that time, it might not feel like it's anything, but later it kind of shows you that, and there was something with that I could have, that makes sense right now. Yeah.
Sharing vulnerability and
the limited amount of that, because it wasn't that.
It wasn't that, yeah.
Because of course it's with your classmates, so you can't be like that. But I feel like if you were ever to tell someone later to go to therapy or to go see a counselor, the seed has already been planted, and I think that's what it is. Even for the spiritual one, I think the school was able to plant seeds. That way, later, if you decide to pick it up, then there's something that was, there's something you can go back to and be like, oh, okay, I did church every day. I had devotions every day. I had church every Sunday, or I had guidance and counseling. So it wouldn't be very new, and foreign.
Okay, yeah. So we go to intellectual.
Yeah.
First thing, of course, I know maths. You killed it in the KCP.
Yeah.
So intellectual, how did it play a part?
Yeah. So I got 100% in maths. Yeah, KCP.
You cleared everything.
But I did. But funny thing is, when I was getting into Farmhouse in class 5, I was the worst at math.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was terrible at it. I think I remember the time where me and my friend, a really good friend of mine, tied as number last.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think my teacher then, Mrs. Wawero, was just like, here, there's something off. So I think class 6 or 7 is when things started changing. I don't know if class 5, I'm not sure. But I remember, I think after that time, me and my friend tied as the last people in the class, something just shifted, and I was like, let this math start making sense. I don't understand what's happening, but there has to be a way it makes sense. So for me to even get that 100% in KCP was a miracle.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was the worst coming in.
Oh, that's a story.
Yeah.
Because imagine being the worst in class. At time even you're just looking at your paper, laughing with your friend.
Yeah.
You're the last. And then maybe the top person is there.
Yeah.
It really shows a lot, man. And you work towards it, yeah?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. What else about intellectual, apart from the killing it in maths?
I'm not sure if there's anything else that I can. I think that was a highlight. So
highlight,
yeah.
Other things maybe you picked up intellectually from Marion.
We used to do that and like write little notes of, you know, what when you're revising and things like that. So that's something I guess I would say I picked up, because even right now when I read a book and I highlight things, I tend to like remember when I write down. If I don't write it down, like I probably won't remember what it is. So I guess I could say that came from, that's something I learned.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've just joined the dots right now.
Even mine, when you say that, I'm just like, okay, I just remember why when I read books, when I write something down, I'm able to remember easier than just saying it. Yeah. So let's go to your fondest memories in Marion.
Okay.
Would you say, what would be a fond memory that you still remember till this day here in Marion?
Let's see. Apart from scouting comes for fun. Because even those ones, especially when we won, which was always.
You guys won, eh?
Yeah. We went to nationals. That's when now you are not like first place.
Oh, yeah?
Apart from scouting, karate, Mombasa tours.
Yeah?
That was, yes, that one.
That was it, eh?
Yeah, that was really fun.
The class 8 one?
Yeah.
You guys had a blast.
And I feel like before that, it was open to people who are not in class 8 also. I don't know, was it? I'm not sure. But I feel like I remember going for a couple of Mombasa tours, not just one. Yeah.
Yeah, even me, I went
I know
for
it's just
some.
for class 8, so I don't know what happened, but that was a fun thing.
Yeah,
I think it was, I don't know.
Because even me, I think I joined some class 8s.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, so that was a fun memory for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that one, unluckily, I didn't go for the class 8 one, man. But I know, as a part of my life, I need to recover from, man. I need to.
Oh, another thing that was really fun was harvest days. Farmhouse had really good harvest days where they had like you write a letter to like someone else or something like that, just like encouraging them, and then the whole dressing up thing in like farmers' clothes, that was fun.
Yeah.
The gumboots and the overalls and the hats.
I
think that was really cool also. Yeah.
And the making up of drills. Did you guys used to make up like turn left, turn right?
Yeah.
90%, 90%.
I mean, I don't know if it was us who made it up. Sometimes we would just borrow some from like when we go for competitions. Then we hear people saying something, or like, okay, we're going to learn how to say that also. Or Estelle
comes up with it. Left kanyanga, left. Hey, you wonder one at this.
Also, aerobics was fun. Now they're coming back to me.
Yeah.
Aerobics with Estelle was fun. Estelle and Jao.
Estelle and Jao.
Yeah.
It used to have like, but the song used to be the same.
There's some songs actually like you can hear now in the radio. Like, that song you used to dance to. Yeah. Oh God, you're awesome. I remember that thing. And then you slowly start with. Yeah, it was really fun, man. So anything you don't want to add before I can wrap up the video? I always say this every time I get to like an opportunity like this. Follow your dreams. Don't feel like you have to do just one thing because that's what everyone else is doing. I got into dance. If makeup is your thing, get into that. If performing arts is your thing, music, DJing, even if it's still, medicine and you want to be a doctor, like just go follow your heart, follow your dreams, whatever it is that you want to pursue, do it.
So bless you guys have heard from the one and only Makena Kimani, the dancer, Kenakona Dance Center. This is where most guys can find you, yeah?
Yes, the Kenakona Dance Center on Instagram.
On Instagram. All right, guys. So you guys remember to like.
And YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we have that also.
And YouTube. Or you guys just Kenakona Dance. YouTube.
The Kenakona Dance Center.
The Kenakona Dance Center. You guys make sure you follow her. You guys subscribe and like Marion's page. Share this video with a friend, maybe who wants to pursue dance, maybe a young child, and like and subscribe to see the impact Marion School is having out there. With no further ado, I'll call it a day. You guys have a good day, and yeah, bless.